Have you ever found yourself at sea in a boat? When a storm suddenly descends, waves, seemingly out of nowhere, toss the boat. The wind shifts wildly, threatening to overturn your very foundations. Now imagine that in that crucial moment, instead of panic, you reach deep within and find a calm, a strategy to navigate through the tempest. That, my friends, is the essence of what it means to face and navigate the challenges of life. Now, there's some sailors make it through the storms, finding new paths and emerging stronger while others falter. What do they do differently? How do they prepare their minds and spirits for the inevitable challenges that life throws their way? Today we're going to explore just that. How to not just survive the storms of life, but how to navigate through them with skill and courage. Challenges, my dear friends, are not merely obstacles that we must overcome. They're essential parts of our journey that test our resilience, sharpen our skills, and prepare us for greater victories. We all face challenges, whether in our personal lives, in our health, or in our careers. But the question remains, how do we navigate these challenges effectively? How do we turn turmoil into triumph? Let's start by considering what it means to truly understand a challenge. Is it an external event that disrupts our life? Or is it perhaps an invitation to deepen our understanding of ourselves and our capabilities? I believe it's the latter. Every challenge carries with it a seed of equal or greater benefit, waiting to be discovered, nurtured, and allowed to flourish. Because haphazarding, when you face a setback, what's your first response? Do you ask why this is happening to you? Or do you ask how you can use this situation to your advantage? The difference in these two questions might seem subtle, but the outcome can be dramatically different. The first question leads to a path of victimhood, while the second propels you towards becoming a victor over your circumstances. To navigate life's challenges effectively, we need to embrace them, see them for what they are, opportunities in disguise, opportunities to grow, to learn, and to expand beyond our current horizons. Ask yourself, what can this challenge teach me? Embrace the learning, and you will transform the way you face every difficulty that comes your way. Now, imagine standing after the storm has passed. You're still here. You've managed the sails, adjusted your course, and you find yourself not merely still afloat, but stronger than before, with new wisdom and a new path charted. That, my friends, is the power of properly navigating life's challenges. As we delve deeper into the essence of navigating life's challenges, let us consider the varied nature of these challenges. They come in many forms, each with its unique set of complexities and opportunities. We encounter personal challenges like a sudden health diagnosis that tests our physical and mental fortitude, or a relationship strain that pushes us to our emotional limits. Professionally, we might face obstacles such as a career setback or an unexpected shift in market dynamics that forces us to rethink our strategies. And then there are those unexpected life events, the loss of a loved one, or a natural disaster, situations that occur without warning, shaking the very foundations of our lives. Why then do these challenges come into our lives? Are they merely obstacles that the universe throws at us? Or is there a deeper significance to their occurrence? It's here we find that challenges are not just barriers preventing us from moving forward. Rather, they are crucial to personal growth and the dynamics of our life's journey. They are the instruments through which we sculpt our character, build our resilience, and enhance our ability to navigate the world. Consider the role of adversity in shaping who we are. What would strength be without the existence of challenges to overcome? It is through the process of facing and overcoming difficulties that we grow stronger, wiser, and more capable. Each challenge carries with it the lesson of perseverance and the gift of insight, providing us with the tools to craft a more capable version of ourselves. Now, let me ask you, what does it really mean to face a challenge? Is it a test of our patience and endurance, or is it an opportunity for transformation and enlightenment? When you encounter a difficulty, do you find yourself pondering, why me? Or do you seize the moment to ask, what can I learn from this? This shift in perspective is fundamental. It moves us from a state of victimhood, where challenges happen to us, to a state of empowerment, where challenges happen for us, for our growth, for our advancement. The purpose of challenges extends beyond personal growth. They are the catalysts for innovation and creativity. In the professional realm, consider how many times a significant breakthrough has come from a period of intense difficulty. Businesses often find that true innovation arises not during times of comfort and stability, but in times of great stress and upheaval. It's in these moments that we are pushed to think outside the box and develop new strategies that drive us forward. Furthermore, challenges have a unique way of teaching us about our interconnectedness. In times of crisis, communities often come together, supporting one another and building bonds that last a lifetime. Through challenges, We discover the value of support, compassion, and teamwork. We learn that while our journeys are personal, our successes are often shared. And in sharing our struggles and our triumphs, we find a common ground, a mutual understanding that deepens our connections with others. As we navigate through life storms, let us remember that the wind can tear at our sails or propel us to new destinations, depending on how we set them. The same wind that frightens and challenges us also carries us forward towards new experiences, opportunities, and personal revelations. Therefore, let us embrace our challenges, not as detours or roadblocks in our journey, but as integral parts of the voyage itself, essential for reaching the rich and fulfilling destinations we have set for ourselves. In this light, challenges become not just necessary, but invaluable. They become the stepping stones on our path to becoming more resilient, insightful, and connected individuals. As you reflect on the challenges you faced, consider how they have shaped you, how they have propelled you toward new horizons, and how they have taught you about your strength, your creativity, and your capacity for connection. Let's carry this understanding forward as we continue to explore how to effectively navigate the myriad challenges life throws our way, turning each obstacle into a stepping stone towards greater personal achievement and fulfillment. Let's pause and consider resilience, not merely as a concept, but as a fundamental attribute that each of us can develop. What is resilience, if not the extraordinary ability to bounce back from setbacks, to recover, to continue pushing forward despite the odds? It is the very fabric that binds our successes in the face of adversity. Resilience is not an innate characteristic bestowed upon a fortunate few. Rather, it is a skill honed through the relentless practice of confronting and adapting to our circumstances. How often have you faced a situation that seemed insurmountable, only to find that through persistence and sheer will, what once seemed impossible became a testament to your strength and determination? This is resilience in action. It is about meeting life's deepest challenges with a spirit of perseverance. But how does one cultivate such resilience? It begins with understanding and then intentionally shaping how we respond to the trials life presents. Each challenge, each obstacle provides a new opportunity for growth. When confronted with difficulty, ask yourself, what can this experience teach me? Such questions shift our focus from the weight of our troubles to the potential for personal evolution and insight. Now let's delve deeper into the nature of our mindset, particularly how we can develop what I call adaptive thinking. Adaptive thinking is the ability to adjust our thoughts and expectations in response to changing circumstances. It's about flexibility, but it's also about courage. The courage to embrace change, to challenge our preconceptions, and to see beyond the immediate turbulence of our difficulties. Consider this as, how often do we hold on to old ways of thinking that no longer serve us in our current situations? How often do we resist change because we fear the unknown, clinging to the familiar, even when it limits us? The truth is, embracing change is not about discarding our core values or convictions. Rather, it's about being open to new ways of understanding and responding to the world around us. To foster this mindset, start by questioning your default reactions to challenges. Do you view them as threats or as chances to learn? Do you get overwhelmed by the idea of change? Or do you find excitement in the prospect of learning and growing? Shifting our perspective to view challenges as valuable learning opportunities is the first step in developing a resilient, adaptive mindset. Moreover, adaptive thinking involves a proactive approach to problem solving, about anticipating potential issues and thinking creatively about solutions. This proactive stance not only prepares us for the challenges ahead, but also empowers us to take control of our journey. Imagine navigating a river's rapids. The adept navigator anticipates the rocks and the swift currents and adjusts their course proactively, ensuring a safer and more effective passage. Similarly, by adopting adaptive thinking, we can navigate life's unpredictable currents with greater assurance and agility. Now, why is this shift in mindset so critical? Because it transforms every experience, every hurdle, into a stepping stone toward greater wisdom and strength. It enriches our journey, making us not just survivors of our circumstances, but masters of our fate. With each challenge we overcome, we not only build our resilience, but also our confidence in our ability to face future challenges. This is the essence of a powerful personal philosophy, not merely to endure, but to thrive. Adaptive thinking also involves embracing a spirit of continuous learning. Life, in its complexity, is our greatest teacher. Every interaction, every setback, every unexpected twist in our path has something to teach us. If we are willing to, by remaining students of life, always curious and open to new insights, we ensure that our journey is one of constant growth and refinement. Let's also talk about the role of optimism in adaptive thinking. Optimism here does not mean ignoring life's difficulties. Rather, it means maintaining a hopeful outlook on the potential outcomes of our efforts. It is about trusting in our capacity to adapt and to find meaningful paths forward, even in the midst of adversity. Optimism fuels resilience, driving us to persevere when it would be easier to give up. As we integrate these principles into our daily lives, we begin to see that developing resilience and cultivating an adaptive mindset are not just about dealing with life's challenges, but about transforming our entire approach to life. They enable us to move from reacting to life to actively shaping it, from surviving to thriving. This transformation is not instantaneous. It requires practice, patience, and persistence. But the rewards are immeasurable. Not only do we become better equipped to handle whatever comes our way, but we also lead richer, more fulfilling lives. In embracing these concepts, let us challenge ourselves to view every difficulty as a call to refine our approach, to strengthen our resolve, and to deepen our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. As we continue to explore the next aspects of navigating life's challenges, keep these thoughts at the forefront of your mind. They are the keys to not just enduring, but in our journey through life. We equip resilience and an adaptive mindset. We arrive at a crucial phase: strategic approaches to problem solving. This is where the rubber meets the road, where our philosophies and mindset are put to the test through the actions we take in the face of challenges. Let's consider the first crucial step in any problem-solving process: identifying the real issues. It sounds straightforward, doesn't it? Yet, so often, we find ourselves battling symptoms of deeper problems rather than addressing the root causes. It's like treating the surface rust without recognizing the corrosion that lies beneath. To truly navigate through challenges, we must sharpen our ability to see beyond the obvious, to question and to probe until the underlying issues reveal themselves. How, then, do we cultivate this skill? It begins with a willingness to ask hard questions. When a problem arises, do you stop at the first explanation, or do you dig deeper? Asking why continuously, like a curious child, helps peel back the layers of symptoms until the core of the problem is exposed. This process isn't just about finding what's wrong. It's about uncovering the truth of the situation. By understanding the true nature of our challenges, we can begin to craft solutions that are not just temporary fixes, but long-term resolutions. With the problem clearly identified, the next step is to foster creative solutions. This requires thinking outside the conventional frameworks, challenging the status quo, and considering possibilities that might initially seem outlandish or unfeasible. This creative problem solving isn't a talent bestowed upon a chosen few. Rather, it is a skill that can be developed through practice and persistence. How do we stimulate this creativity? One effective method is to expose ourselves to a broad range of experiences and knowledge. Diversity of thought breeds innovation. By stepping outside our familiar circles and exploring new ideas, cultures, and disciplines, we expand our mental library of strategies and tactics. The more diverse your experiences, the richer your pool of ideas when you need to solve complex problems. Another powerful tool in fostering creativity is brainstorming with others. Collaboration not only allows for the sharing of ideas, but also provides the opportunity for our thoughts to be challenged and refined. Remember, iron sharpens iron. Engaging with a community, be it colleagues, friends, or experts, creates a dynamic environment where creative solutions can thrive. Now, armed with potential solutions, we face the critical task of decision-making. Effective decision-making in tough times is both an art and a science. It involves not just choosing among alternatives, but doing so under pressure, often with limited information and significant consequences on the line. So how do we make sound decisions when the stakes are high? Firstly, by not rushing unless urgency is a critical factor. Giving ourselves the space to think is vital. It's also crucial to weigh the potential outcomes. What are the benefits and risks associated with each option? What are the potential impacts of each decision, not just immediately, but over the long term? In the process of decision-making, clarity of values plays a fundamental role. Knowing what you stand for, what's non-negotiable for you, acts as a compass that guides your decisions. It ensures that your solutions align with your personal and professional ethos. For instance, will this decision bring you closer to your goals? Does it align with your values of integrity, commitment, and excellence? Additionally, effective decision makers utilize a blend of intuition and analysis. While data and analysis can inform our understanding of the probable outcomes, intuition can sometimes lead us to insights beyond the reach of conventional data. Trusting our gut requires confidence and self-awareness. It's about knowing when a choice feels right even when it's hard to articulate the rationale. Lastly, embrace the possibility of making mistakes. Decision-making under uncertainty means that not every choice will be the right one. The key is to learn from each decision, successful or not, what worked, what didn't, and why. This reflective practice not only improves our future decision-making skills, but also builds resilience by reinforcing our ability to adapt and learn from mistakes. In sum, as we navigate through life's myriad challenges, our ability to identify the real problems, to think creatively in crafting solutions, and to make informed, thoughtful decisions will determine our path and progress. It's about harnessing the right tools, engaging openly with others, leaning into our values, and learning continuously. These strategic approaches to problem solving empower us to not only face our challenges, but to transform them into opportunities for growth and success. As we continue our journey, let us carry forward these strategies, integrating them into our daily practices and decisions. This approach does not just apply to our personal lives, but extends to our professional endeavors, our relationships, and our broader contributions to society. Let's proceed then with the confidence that comes from knowing we are equipped to face whatever comes our way. You faced a significant setback. Something you've worked hard on has not gone according to plan. Now, the easy route would be to see this as a defeat, to step back, perhaps to give up. But what if I told you that the most successful people you can think of have faced not just one, but multiple failures before they reach their zenith of success? The key difference lies not in their never failing, but in their perspective on failure. They view each setback as a critical step toward their ultimate goals. This, my friends, is the essence of a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication, hard work, and learning from our failures. It is the antithesis of a fixed mindset, which suggests that our talents and abilities are static, a fixed quantity that we can't change in any meaningful way. But life is not static. It is dynamic and constantly evolving, and so too should our approach to challenges and setbacks. Consider the story of Thomas Edison, whose contributions to the world need no introduction. Did you know Edison failed thousands of times before he successfully created his world-changing invention, the light bulb? Each failure brought him not despair, but a step closer to success. He famously quipped, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His relentless pursuit, powered by a growth mindset, turned what many would consider repeated failures into stepping stones towards a monumental achievement. Or take the story of J.K. Rowling, who faced numerous rejections from publishers when she first submitted her manuscript of what would become the world-renowned Harry Potter series. Each rejection could have been seen as a nail in the coffin of her aspirations. However, Rowling saw each no not as a stop sign, but as a nudge to try again, to refine, and to persevere. Her perseverance paid off spectacularly, not just in terms of her personal success, but in the joy and inspiration her books continue to bring to millions around the globe. Now, let's bring this closer to our own experiences. Think about a time when you faced a failure. Did you let it define you, or did you learn from it? Did you adapt and overcome, or did you allow it to stop your progress? The answers to these questions can reveal whether you are employing a growth mindset, or if perhaps there is room for adjustment in your perspective. Learning from failures isn't just about avoiding similar mistakes in the future. It's about reevaluating and possibly redefining your approaches and strategies. It's about asking yourself, what can this experience teach me? What can be improved? What strengths can I draw from this setback? It requires honesty, introspection, and sometimes the courage to admit that a different path might be necessary. Moreover, embracing a growth mindset opens up a broader dialogue about the nature of success itself. It is not a linear path, devoid of obstacles, but rather a winding road with highs and lows. Success involves learning, growth, and often significant change in how we approach our goals. So, as we move forward, let us shift how we view our failures. Let us see them as necessary teachers in the school of life. Let them not be stumbling blocks, but stepping stones that guide us on our journey. And remember, it is not about how many times you fall, but how many times you rise, learn, adapt, and keep moving forward. This perspective will not only transform how you tackle challenges, but will empower you to achieve greater heights than you ever thought possible. Let's carry this understanding into every challenge we face, armed with the knowledge that each setback is a lesson in disguise, and every lesson is a step towards our greater success. It's crucial to recognize the invaluable role of our relationships and support networks. No one is an island, and no one achieves anything significant entirely on their own. It is through the strength of our connections that we gain additional resources to navigate the toughest times. Think about it. How often have you turned to a friend, a mentor, or even a professional peer during a challenging period? What impact did their support have on your ability to move forward? This interdependence is not a sign of weakness, but a fundamental aspect of our human experience. It is through others that we find strength, wisdom, courage, and perspective that is different from our own. The importance of the support network cannot be overstated when the storms of life threaten to knock us off course. It is often the encouragement, insight, and assistance from those we trust that keep us afloat. Their support can manifest in various forms, be it advice during a crisis, an alternative perspective on a problem, or simply the comforting assurance that you are not alone in your struggles. Building this support network, however, requires intention and effort. It begins with being open to forming new connections and nurturing existing ones. A genuine interest in other people's well-being and experiences not only fosters deeper relationships, but also builds a foundation of mutual trust and respect. Key elements of any strong support network. But how do we build and nurture these essential connections? First, be proactive in your relationship. Reach out regularly, not only when you need something. Engage with your contacts by sharing knowledge, offering help, or simply checking in. This reciprocity makes the relationship valuable to both parties, ensuring a support system that is robust and enduring. Secondly, diversify your network, which is a well-rounded investment portfolio, spreads out risk. A diverse network provides a broad spectrum of support, advice, and resources. This means connecting with individuals, both within and outside your immediate professional or social circles, including people from different industries, backgrounds, and experiences. Another practical tip is to be a connector yourself. By introducing people within your network to each other, you strengthen your network's overall robustness and utility, creating a community of support that can benefit all involved. This role of connector not only enhances your value within the network, but also increases your access to new resources and ideas. Remember, the strength of your network is not measured by the number of contacts in your phone, but by the quality of relationships you maintain. It's about depth, not breadth. A few strong, trusted relationships can be far more supportive than numerous superficial connections. Moreover, be mindful of the digital tools at your disposal. In this era, leveraging social media and professional networking platforms can keep you connected with your network despite geographical distance. Regular interactions, even if virtual, help maintain the visibility and relevance of your relationships. Finally, don't underestimate the power of being there for others. The support is a two-way street. The more you invest in your network, the more it will serve you in times of need. Be the kind of supportive connection you wish to have. If you are reliable, thoughtful, and supportive, your network will mirror these qualities back to you. In conclusion, as we move forward, let's not overlook the immense power of our relationships. Whether we are facing personal trials or professional hurdles, the support we give and receive through our networks can make all the difference. Let us strive to build bridges, foster mutual support, and maintain the connections that enrich our journeys. This is not just a strategy for overcoming challenges. It's a way of enhancing our entire approach to life and work, ensuring that we are never truly going it alone. Maintaining motivation and momentum is often as challenging as confronting the obstacles we face. It's like tending a fire. It needs consistent fueling to keep burning brightly, but how do we keep pushing forward, especially when progress seems slow or our energy wanes? This is where the power of self-motivation and sustained energy comes into play. Let's begin by considering the essence of self-motivation. It's that internal drive which prompts us to initiate and continue tasks even when external incentives are absent. It's the difference between getting up each morning because you can't wait to face the challenges of the day versus merely getting up because you have to. So how can we cultivate this crucial trait? First, it's essential to set clear and meaningful goals. Goals act as the North Star, guiding your path and providing a checkpoint to remind you of where you're heading. But setting goals isn't enough. You must also remind yourself regularly why these goals matter. Why are they important to you? What is the deeper purpose behind them? Reflecting on these questions can reignite your motivation, especially during times when the path becomes tough and the goals seem far away. Another powerful self-motivation technique involves breaking your larger goals into smaller, manageable tasks. Sometimes our ambitions are grand, and while it's good to think big, such grandeur can also be daunting. By breaking down a big goal into smaller steps, each completion gives you a sense of progress and achievement, fueling your motivation to tackle the next task. This method not only keeps you moving forward, but also builds momentum as the accumulation of small wins gives you the confidence that the larger goal is attainable. Moreover, visualization is a potent tool in maintaining motivation. Imagine yourself achieving your goals. Think about the sense of accomplishment that will come with it. How will you feel? What will change in your life? Visualization anchors your emotional and mental energy towards making these images a reality. It's a technique used by athletes, entrepreneurs, and achievers in all fields to sustain their drive towards success. Now, sustaining energy is equally crucial. It's hard to stay motivated if you're feeling burnt out or exhausted. This is where self-care comes into the equation. Self-care is not just about indulgence. It's about creating a lifestyle where your physical, emotional, and mental needs are met. Sleep, nutrition, exercise, and relaxation. These aren't luxuries. They're necessities. They are the pillars that support your energy and capacity to maintain the effort towards your goals. Also, remember the importance of regular reflection and adaptation. Check in with yourself. Are your strategies still working? Is what you're doing still aligning with your ultimate goals? Life changes, and so too might your motivations and the methods that best drive your progress. Being flexible and adapting your approach can rejuvenate your energy and motivation, preventing stagnation. In the journey of maintaining motivation, it's also vital to surround yourself with the right influences. The people you spend time with, the content you consume, the environment you cultivate, each of these can significantly impact your energy levels and motivational drive. Surround yourself with positivity, with people who uplift you, with content that inspires you, and environments that give you peace and energy. Additionally, practice gratitude. It's easy to focus on what we haven't achieved or the resources we lack. However, by shifting focus to what we have accomplished and the resources we do possess, we fuel positive energy that enhances our motivation. This gratitude not only improves your mental health, but also conditions you to see life is filled with opportunities, even in adversity. Don't be afraid to reward yourself. When you reach a milestone, celebrate it. This celebration reinforces your achievements and motivates you to press forward towards the next goal. Rewards need not be grand. They can be simple pleasures, time spent doing something you love, or even small indulgences that acknowledge your hard work. As we continue to explore further, remember that maintaining motivation and momentum is not an occasional act, but a daily commitment. Each day offers a new opportunity to reinforce your goals, energize yourself, and take steps forward, no matter how small. Let's embrace these techniques and make them part of our daily routines, ensuring that our journey is not only successful, but also joyful and vibrant. Let this motivation be the wind beneath your wings that lifts you to new heights. As we draw this discourse to a close, we find ourselves equipped with a wealth of insights and strategies, gathered not just from theory, but from the real experiences and practices that distinguish those who excel from those who merely endure. Now, the onus is upon each of us to transition from passive reception to active application. It's time to put this knowledge into action. Consider this moment as a new beginning, a point from which you can set forth on a journey of transformation that does not merely skim the surface of your potential, but delves deeply into what you are truly capable of achieving. Each principle we've explored, from embracing challenges to fostering resilience, from cultivating a supportive network to maintaining motivation, all are mere abstractions until you decide to live them out fully each day. The call to action, therefore, is straightforward yet profound. To start today, there is no better moment to begin the work of transforming your life than the present. Take the first step towards developing a growth mindset that sees beyond temporary setbacks. Commit to identifying and understanding the real problems you face, rather than their symptoms. Engage actively with your dreams, break them down into achievable tasks, and celebrate each small victory on the path to your goals. Imagine the cumulative impact of daily acts of courage, consistency, and perseverance. Think about how your life could transform if each day you did something that brought you closer to your highest self. It's about making incremental improvements that compound over time, resulting in a profound transformation not just in how you live, but in how you think, feel, and interact with the world around you. Moreover, it's crucial to remember that the journey of personal growth is not a solitary one. Lean on your support network, contribute to it, and allow it to bolster you through times of challenge and change. Be open to giving support as much as receiving it. For in the giving, we often receive more than we ever anticipated. And as you embark on this path, keep your energy aligned with your goals. Nurture your body and mind with the care they deserve. Remember, sustaining high levels of motivation and energy is not about pushing yourself relentlessly towards burnout, but about maintaining a balance that fuels your progress. As we part ways today, I leave you with a thought to carry forwards. Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you plant. This profound reminder from Robert Louis Stevenson calls us not to fixate solely on immediate outcomes, but to value the ongoing effort and the growth it brings. Each step forward, no matter how small, is a step towards realizing your potential. Embrace the principles we've discussed with enthusiasm and faith in their efficacy. Let them seep into your daily practices, your decisions, and your interactions. With each passing day, you have the opportunity to reinvent yourself, to be a little wiser, a bit braver, and more resilient. So as we conclude, take these words not just as a farewell, but as an invitation to a grander vision of life. A life where challenges are met with courage, where failures are stepping stones to success, and where every day is a fresh chance to push the boundaries of your potential. Let's go forward with the assurance that you have within you all that you need to make your journey successful and fulfilling. Let's not wait for perfect moments. They do not exist. Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. The journey to a better version of yourself begins now, with a single step followed by another, continuously, relentlessly, until the extraordinary becomes your reality. Thank you